we're going to be moving away from resources that contain language and moving towards resources that can help to generate language. And we're looking specifically at the use of pictures. Pictures obviously can mean all kinds of things. It can mean cartoons, paintings, all sorts of things like that. We're going to be working today with photographs. And what I'd like us to do is to think a little bit about the different kinds of approaches to using photographs that we can take to generate creative and imaginative responses to the pictures that we show the students. And I think this element of imagination is something which is often missing in the language classroom. We often think that learners need to take the language in, but we don't think about what they do with it and how they might produce something which itself is new, whether new linguistically or new conceptually. We tend to forget the role of imagination in language learning. We tend to see the learners as sponges rather than creators of things. So I'd like us to think a little bit about how we might use photographs in language teaching. I have a preference for a particular kind of photo, and you will see what that is soon. So let's begin by taking a look at one picture. There's a very interesting impulse that we have when we look at a picture. And the impulse is we want to know what it is. We want to pin it down. Where was it taken? Who is it of? What is it of? And what I'm going to suggest to you is that we should resist that urge. It's like with a poem. A poem may have a meaning, but we don't need to know the meaning for the language classroom. It can have any meaning that we want. We can do anything we want with it. And the same with a picture. I'm not going to tell you where this picture was taken. I know. But it's completely irrelevant. For me, what I like about this picture is precisely that it's really hard to figure out what you're looking at. What do you see?
Girl.
Mm-hmm.
She took her own picture using a cell phone or something.
Okay.
That's what I see.
I think somebody, she was in a submarine and somebody swam outside and took her picture inside the porthole.
But there are three heads there looking at her.
Yeah, but
At first I thought it was a warped record album
Okay.
with the photograph in the middle.
Okay.
And then that was where I rejected that. Like, no, it couldn't be that. I would hate it if it was that.
Okay.
It's people.
Mm-hmm. Three Asian girls.
Asian?
I can't see them.
How do you know they're Asian?
I just feel it.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Think about how much language has been generated here and how many interesting ideas. And the input is just a picture. There's no language on the picture. And I didn't say anything at all about it.
Mm-hmm.
But already you're doing two things. You're describing the picture. You're saying what's actually in it. But at the same time you're speculating on what it means, who the people are, what their relationship is, what's going on. Any photograph can be described. There is a girl in a circle.
Okay.
I see three heads. The circle is made of metal. Those are fairly simple sentences that low-level learners could produce. So again, the text, if you will, is the same. The picture, the task could be different. Certainly the more complex speculation would be something that's more appropriate for a higher level. Although, again, if you can rouse the learner's curiosity, then they're going to want to speculate and want to produce language. We can approach the kinds of tasks at different levels, but we can also, I think we shouldn't underestimate our students. The key element is, do they want to talk? Do they want to describe? And certainly any picture, the simplest picture to the most complex one, you can just say what you see.